Welcome back for weekly Guess the Rank. Let's go, baby. I'm excited to be doing this every single week for you guys. I know, high demand. We're getting as many people as possible, right? So we're doing it every single week. Really excited. If you don't know what this series is and you're new here, I'm going to be looking at submissions in the YouTube community tab. So if you don't know where to submit, because I get asked this like 8 times a week, if you don't know where to submit, it is the YouTube community tab. Go to our YouTube channel. There is tab. There's home, videos, blah, blah, blah. One of them is community. Click on that. You'll see posts and you can fill in your match ID, your hero timestamp, and you have a chance to be in one of these videos. But what we're doing in the video, we will be guessing people's ranks, and I'll be looking at people's play and trying to guess their rank and figure it out. So let's get into it. Also, over on the main gameleap website, I plan to do some more content in terms of pro replays. Usually I focus more on doing the pro replays for YouTube, but I want to do a few for the main website as well. In addition, I'm doing Random 6K. If you don't know what that is, Random 6K is where I basically play pubs and I analyze my own games so you can get in the head of, me, a pro player. Because typically when I'm doing these pro replay analysis, I have to, not completely guess, but somewhat guess on what they're thinking and what their opinions are. But when I'm doing my own replay analysis, I can give you exactly what I'm thinking and show you exactly how I win my games and how you can do it too. Also, if you think your boy Speed is gonna do pretty well in guessing ranks today, please like the video. It helps me out and, maybe you'll be right as well. So the first person we're gonna be looking at is Jerry on the Void Spirit. That's a great name, simple, to the point. I mean, you gotta love it. You can't go wrong with a name like Jerry. All right, so the fight we're gonna be looking at is at 1827. You are currently 12-0-5. Jesus. I have a profound respect for people who submit games when they're like 0-8. I find that hilarious, but regardless, you're 12-0-5, popping off. Pretty decent CS for being so active. Wouldn't say it's too bad. The item build, I think it's fine. I mean, their catch is like, you could get away with this, I'm sure. I don't think this is bad for sure. I have mixed feelings. People gift though, this item is hella hype on your hero. You get agi and strength, pretty nice. All right, fight breaks out. Let's see how initiate. This felt a bit weird. Something fell off here. I don't know. Like, the execution here just felt kind of... It's like, why would you instant orchid? I don't know if this is panic, but like, it just feels weird to me that you like see Gyro and you just decide to orchid him, maybe. Like, I probably would have led with my Q, you know what I mean? To guarantee that I can hit it. You do hit it anyway, so I guess it ends up not being that bad, but... Okay, bit slow on your Q. Overall, the spellcasting just feels a bit too slow. Essentially, you're taking a bit too long to cast each and every one of your spells. At least in my opinion, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting. Because it actually almost allows the Gyro to get away here. Regardless, he ends up going down. I don't know why the enemy team is taking a fight outside of their base when Storm Spirit was dead to start. That is just one of the lowest skilled things you can do. Take a fight when you're probably your strongest hero, I'd have to imagine. One of your strongest heroes is dead. I'm only looking at one clip, guys. I'm really trying to make this as hard as possible for myself. So we're looking at, you're 12-0-7. I think your item build is pretty solid. I think the stats are good. I'm glad that you took the People's Gift. I think your spellcasting was like a 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 maybe. So I'm gonna guess as if that was 8 out of 10 spellcasting, but the enemy team taking a fight outside of the base. Overall CS, not bad though. The CS is like, this is like Ancient. Ancient 1 is my final guess. Let's go, baby. Oh, okay. Ranked 1500. I apologize. All right, so definitely things that I notice is if you can get your team to not fight outside of the base when you have people dead, it's actually a big strength of a lot of players. Basically, you can become a captain in Dota. It's really hard to do because you have to be extremely select with your words when you talk, the tone you use to not trigger people. Very difficult. But if you can do it, you have a major advantage because I have no clue why the Radiant would be taking a fight outside of their base when Storm was dead. And in addition, that spellcasting just felt slow. You gave yourself an opportunity to actually get gone on if they were a little bit faster, in my opinion. Like the Frostbite somehow didn't come out early enough. But overall, sorry for calling you Ancient. All right, next up, we're going to be following RTZ666. This is a hybrid. It's the conjoined twin of Ramses, or maybe it's the child of Ramses and RTZ. Who knows? But we're watching a Husker game. You're Husker Mid as far as I'm concerned. And you are 11, 10, and 12. Very bizarre score. But the main thing I have to notice is that you have 149 CS at 32 minutes. Guys, I'm going to give you a quick little lesson on Husker. If you want to snowball with this hero, the main thing you need to focus on is winning your lane, which I'm sure a lot of you guys can do because you either pick it into winning matchups. This game actually you're against Viper, so probably not a winning matchup, but you do your best to win your lane, regardless if you win it or not though. You spend the next like 5 to 7 minutes, especially when those jungle items come into play, from minute like 7 to around 12, getting that next item. In the early game, Husker farms exceedingly fast compared to a lot of heroes because it requires no mana, so no matter what amount of resources you're on, even if you just finished a gank, you always can go farm a camp, no matter what, because it only takes HP. So please, spend more time farming on Husker if you're trying to snowball with this hero. But regardless, we're looking at a fight. You picked up a DD. Looks like it's going to be a top outpost. The TP feels a bit unnecessary because maybe coming in from the side would have been a good play, but overall, I'm not going to make too much of a comment. It seems alright. I don't know what this BKB pop was. It feels very preemptive. Like, it's like, okay, when I look at their team comp, I'm never going to early pop BKB. Why is this, guys? There are some team comps where you need to pre-pop BKB. Let's say they have like a Lion and a Lina. Yeah, you really should consider pre-popping BKB. But if you look at their team comp just for a quarter of a second, they don't have burst. They don't burst, right? Unless they have Dagons I don't know about. They're not going to burst you, right? And as a result, especially when you have Aegis, you really do not want to early pop BKB because you probably want to have it when the Slark tries to man up on you or when you get rooted. And that's what's bizarre here. You pop it like to man up against some Blade Mail guy and then you instantly get overgrowth. It's like, oh, come on. Like, it's just like, even if you used it to get out of overgrowth, I would have been like, you know, all right, I understand at least. There though, I don't understand. All right, bit deep, but you're Huskaring him up, so things are going pretty well. This would be a wonderful scenario to pop BKB and kill him, right? But now you probably just die. Right? It's so funny, guys, right? But he had Aegis. Typically, when you have Aegis, you want to save BKB for second life. Not always, but typically. And I really think that's one of those plays where if you're a high MMR player and you don't make that mistake, you easily 5-0 the fight and the whole game looks different, right? That was actually a big opportunity to come back because you guys are 10k down right now. So you had your chance by simply just using that Aegis better and you messed it up. Shame, RTC666. But all things aside, I'm going to go ahead and guess your rank. I think the item build is solid. Things are looking pretty decent, but I'm going to have to go for Legend 1. Just because I don't think there's things that are too far off, but I don't think it's perfect. Legend 1. Divine 1. I'm going to kill myself. Guys, what is wrong with you? What is wrong? How are you Divine 1 and you pop BKB like that? What in the world? What is wrong with it? I'm actually just so confused. Your CS is unbelievably low. I get that you're against the Viper. How does no one have any CS? Where's everyone's last hits? How is this possible? How does a Timber have 109 and 33 minutes in a fine game? What is this? MMR is completely just made up by the government. I have no hope. All right, next up we're following Scooby-Dooby-Doo on the Tiny. We're gonna be looking at a fight 31 minutes in, but the first thing I have to point out is I am just so confused because you said in your post that you are a support, but you start the game with Toss and Quelling Blade. Where is the synergy? If you're buying Quelling Blade, you're gonna be taking Tree Grab. I'm just so confused. Why do you have a Quelling Blade and Toss? Can someone please explain this to me? I just watched a replay where in a Divine game there's 70 kills in 40 minutes or on one team. I don't know what's going on anymore, so maybe I'm just losing my mind, but please, someone explain. Ah! I just skip ahead to the timer, and the first thing I see is this. Why can't I pause? Pause. Mana Boots and Soul Ray? Dude, what in the world are you doing? I've never seen a pro do this. Why do you need this much mana? I mean, you better be pushing out hella waves, but frankly, I think your 40 CS is just not doing it for me. I think if you're pushing out a wave after like every 30 seconds, I'll be like, all right, you know what? I kind of get it. But there's some disconnect here. I love the Glimmer Cape though. You don't have it yet and it's 31 minutes in, but like, I like it. I like it. I just want to address one more point before I move on. I hear a lot of the times in comments where it's like, in my low MMR games, everyone's taking every jungle camp and all the farm. Dude, no, they're not. I don't know. How do you think that? Have you looked at a single one of your replays? I really don't think you have, because that is never the case. I have not watched a single game that is below 3k MMR where there isn't just a ton of farm all around the map. Regardless, let's look at the Tiny fight. You had a Blink Dagger. You have no defensive item currently, so you're probably gonna have to be a bit choosy on your initiation if you don't want to die. You blink in. Okay. Yeah, you're not really casting your spells. I feel like you probably should have casted Toss. You do grab a tree though. Oh, instantly throw the tree. First things first. First off, you need to change your item build. Second off, if you're gonna initiate, there's a couple things you can do on Tiny to increase your efficiency. The first thing you should do, that a lot of pros do, is they'll try to toss a backliner onto a core and then avalanche to both of them. This is really good because it enables heroes with AoE damage to absolutely shred them, or simply kill a support, which is typically a high priority target in these late game fights. But what you do is you sort of just kind of like cast your Q, and I see that you get Disruptor Silence here, so I know you don't cast Toss. I understand. But one way to avoid getting hit by AoE spells, which people don't consider, they'd just be like, oh, I got silenced. There's nothing I could have done. Well, no, really what you could have done, and what a lot of players would do, very, very high MMR players, is they would look for a better target. This is a very easy target. It's a low HP hero with a lot of save, and you typically want to go on them. I would say that instead of trying to catch a hero like a Void Spirit, who is almost impossible for Tiny to catch, you put a priority on killing a hero like Dazzle, which is not hard for you to catch. So yeah. In addition here, I think this is just an easy toss in. You could wrap on him and toss the dazzle in, but you're being a bit too passive in my opinion here. Overall though, make sure you're looking for those sort of toss back into avalanche plays. Shading here, you gotta kite out though. Be careful about this. So just as a little pointer, guys, to help all you out, whenever you initiate and you have no defensive item on these support tinies, you typically want to have a toss. This is fine, but then your first movement should always be back. See how you kind of walk in? This is suicide. This guy could have this amount of HP and I'd still tell you to back because frankly, you don't deal any more damage and it's a hero that you're not good at killing. So my main critique, items. Second critique, you've twice now gone on a hero that you simply cannot burst. Unless he got stunned previously, and as a result, you can kind of just kill him quick. That would be fine, but that's not what's happening. So there's a couple things that need to change. Also, push in more waves if you're trying to just gain MMR in general. Regardless, I'm gonna be guessing the rank, baby. And I'm gonna have to guess on the lower end here. The item build just makes me want to guess like pretty low, to be honest. This is just unacceptable. However, like I sort of like the Ironwood tree. I'm gonna say Guardian 3. That's my final answer. Archon 1 support. Legend 1 core. So apparently this was an unranked game, but the game was around a 2 to 3k average. So I don't know. All right, I was a bit off, but what I will say is there's a lot of things to fix here. Hopefully you guys took a lot of value out of that. And let's get into the next clip. All right, in this next clip, we're going to be following Good. Oh, I can't. I was about to look at your name to see the name. I can't see the rest of your name. Good quality Squidward. That's what I'm going to guess it is. Regardless, the first thing I had to point out, as I started up the replay and was heading to this clip, I noticed that you rushed a Blink Dagger. That is probably one of the worst items you could buy. Why would you want a Blink Dagger? Your hero can just walk in. Who are you setting up on? It doesn't make any sense. The goal of Ogre in teamfights is to walk in and soak as much damage as possible. How much HP does Blink Dagger give you? That's right, you got it correct. It gives you 0 HP, so I have no idea why in the world you would buy a Blink Dagger first item. It makes no logical sense, so please stop doing that. Regardless, let's look at this fight that happens 23 in. So you're pushing in a wave, that's great. You were offlane Ogre, so I find it a bit irresponsible for you only to have 55 CS 23 minutes in. I don't know why people struggle with this so much, but really try to fix it if you're trying to gain MMR. Try to at least have like 5 to 6 CS a minute. I think that's a pretty good goal to go for. Maybe that's a bit high, but just at least do your best to increase your CS, no matter what they are. Regardless, let's check out this fight. You got the Blink Dagger. I'm ready to see you put in work. Blinks on the Ursa. He's trying to kill him. I feel like this is like kind of weird. How is Ursa level 11? Oh, God. My man, dude. 33 CS. Dude, this guy better be like pause 5. This better be some pause 5 Ursa right here. This looks like some pause 5. I really hope so. I really, really hope so. I really do. You're going back in though. He was trying to farm a camp. He got a little bit. The Blink Dagger paying off, putting in work. However, it looks like it might get you killed though. I also just got news in that Ursa was pause 1. So Ursa, my man, if you're watching this video, you need to fix up those CS. Regardless, you almost died because of your Blink Dagger. You sort of walked it off. You did buy a Vanguard, which is, it's all right. Okay, you're walking it a bit too close. You need to make sure you're casting your spells at max cast range, which you don't necessarily have to as Ogre, but like here, you have vision here. It's just, maybe it's just straight up reaction time. I think that's the problem here. You just kind of like took a bit too long. Whatever. Moving on. Get arrowed. Fight still going on. Oh! Echo Slam on the 5. GH, he does it again. I don't know what's going on. This is just awful. I'm sorry, man. This is just awful, man. All right, I'm just gonna take my guess. Let's look at, dude. Oh my God, it's 24 minutes in. No one has above 100. Oh. All right. I'm gonna guess that this is Guardian 1. This is just. I'm sorry, man. This just. Woo! Haha, I got one right. Let's go, baby. Guardian 1. Dude, my man. If you want to gain MMR, I'm going to give you the secrets right now. Listen up. Here's the secrets. What you're going to do, you're going to buy those phase boots. I'm cool with that. You're going to keep buying that magic wand. That's height. All right, you're going to buy a bracer. You might buy an orb of venom if you're having a good game. After that, though, you're going to sit in the same lane. No ganking at all. No ganking. You're going to sit in the same lane. You're going to cast your maxed Fire Blast, which I really hope you maxed. We're going to check that out right now, actually. Okay, I don't really... this I don't love. I would probably skip Ignite totally. I would just take 1 point in Lust. I would take the 2 points in Blast. This is not awful. It's okay, but you're going to max out your Q by 7. And whenever someone shows up to the lane, you're going to nuke them, and you're going to rush a Midas. And then you're going to buy defensive items after the Midas. Items like Pipe, Bracers, Crimson Guard. And you're going to snowball because you're just going to walk in the fight and you're going to take 0 damage. There you go. You're welcome. Speed types to gain thousands of MMR. All right, and getting into the last clip, I just want to put something out there, guys. Stop sending in, okay, like, occasionally it's all right. It's funny as a joke one time, but my friend Turtle, who does the clip collecting throughout these videos, said he got 4 Smurfs in a row, and one of the Smurf accounts that he got in their activity feed said, looking to sell account. What is wrong with you? We're not gonna pick your game, and stop complaining that you can't get picked when you're clearly a smurf. What are you doing? All right, just put in your main account, admit the fact that you need to get better at Dota, and man up. Regardless, we're looking at Steven 2015. I like the name, kind of a throwback, because it is now almost 2020. Very exciting. But Steven 2015, apparently something happens in the next 30 seconds. Let's check it out. First things first, man. You just got like 6 slots that are not filled at all. This just can't be a thing. You need a wand, you need like a windlace, you need like a orb of venom. You just need some small items, my man. Guys, small items are the best items in Dota in terms of cost effectiveness. So if you have slots, you need small items. Whether or not it's a jungle item or a clarity, just please, guys, please. It makes no logical sense to have 6 open slots at any time in the game, especially if 2 of them are, you know, actual slots. Regardless, you go on Jug, this blink dagger usage, my man. What are you trying to do? Why are you trying to catch him off guard? You were, not only are you invis, wait, you were invis, right? I thought you were, okay, I don't know why I thought you were invis. Why are you trying to catch him off guard? My dude sees you. If you want to know how to get this kill, you need to track him with the blink dagger. Why would you blink onto him? It just doesn't make any sense. Like, oh, you caught him. Oh, there's no way he'd see this coming. At least clap right away so he doesn't get the spin off or some. Dude, like, outpost saved, baby. Let's go. You saved the potential, you know, maybe he won't get it in the next 8 minutes now. Wait, what the hell? Dude, how did you cancel that? When did he TP? Oh my. Oh, this is the lowest skill thing I've ever seen. Oh, no. No. I mean, I guess good split then, technically. It's like a bad good split. Is the only way I can put that. That's like a awful good split. Regardless, let's keep moving. Technically that worked out, so perfect execution. You're still slapping. Damn! Oh, you're popping off. The blink dagger rush. I just feel like you're gonna have some mana issues though, which seems to be the case here. You kind of have like no mana regen. Oh, the hook! Dude, what's going on in this game? I have no clue. Why did Pudge just hook you? Was he trying to secure the range creep? What is going on, dude? Here comes Lycan. The keen optic. Oh, that's great mana regen. I don't even know, what am I supposed to be looking at? What's happening? Oh, the mango tree. All right, that's how you solve your mana problems. You just bank on the mango tree. I get it now. Necrophos walking up into 4 heroes that were showing for the last 30 seconds. Totally understandable. Jug coming in with the spin, but you got split up coming up soon. There's no way they can take this fight. Oh, Stivian, he blinks in. I think you missed a clap. You should probably just prioritize the clap. You have no mana because you don't got a magic wand or you don't got mangoes. Let's go, baby. Haha. Can't use split now. Don't know what's happening. Oh, the thirst. You're in a bad position. Can he make it out? The blink. He's doing it. You maybe can man up with your E here, dude. Turn. He turns. Oh, double crit. Stivian. I don't even know what to say, man. But hopefully you guys enjoy that hype cast just like I did. Once again, man, guys, buy small items, please. You're clearly having mana issues. You could have at any point like split and killed all of them, but you couldn't because you didn't buy the items. It's that simple. But I'm gonna have to guess, even though it seems like you're popping off, no offense, dude, there's a lot of things wrong with this game. So I'm gonna have to guess Archon 1. I kind of want to guess lower, but like, you're doing pretty well, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Archon 1. Crusader 3. So I was pretty close, yeah. I frankly have no clue what's going on. This is just a mishmash. Guys, if you're trying to gain MMR, really what you need to learn how to do is you need to learn how to win lane, and then after you win lane, take every single camp in the nearby vicinity and buy small items and buy tank items, and you will gain so much MMR. I cannot even explain. But thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, please do like and subscribe. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of Guess the Rank. I think I did pretty well. I was like, in the beginning, I was a little bit iffy, but we kind of turned it on as we got a little bit later on. I kind of unrusted is what I'd say. But of course, if you're looking to get your clip selected, once again, community tab, YouTube community tab. Don't ask me, please. I've answered that question like 100 times. I love you guys though, and I'll see you in the next one. Are you tired of being hard stuck at your rank? Over at gameleap.com, we have a library of hundreds of guides authored by pro players and coaches covering literally every aspect of Dota. Whether you're looking to master a new hero or role, or just polish up your existing skills, GameLeap is the proven place for competitive gamers to hone their craft and unlock their secret potential. Hit the link on screen right now, to take advantage of our special offer for a 25% discount, guys, 25%, and start your journey today.